Part 2 on why Ophiuchus is not the 13th sign. So as you'll see here, Ophiuchus is the deacon within Scorpio, right? It's the one that's holding serpents, which is the second deacon within Scorpio. The snake is the constellation Serpents, has 22 main stars with a special nebula called the Dark Horse. Well, I talked about part 1. What's the next sign over of the 4 faces is Aquarius the man, Pegasus the white horse. And then this is directly opposite Orion, the great light. See, it's balance. It's the yin and the yang, right? The great light, the dark horse. So with this, if this was to be the 13th sign, none of it has balance. None of it makes sense. What are the 3 deacons? You don't know, right? Because you're only repeating something you heard on TikTok. You've never done the research. So I'm here to tell you it is not the 13th sign. Why? Is because they don't want you to understand the symbolic representation of this sign. There's 2 great things about it. One being it's the Kundalini energy within you is a real thing. The spirit energy in you is a real thing. This is Ophiuchus holding the serpents, the snake, right? It is the man wrestling the snake. It is Jacob wrestling a man, right? It's the same thing. It's that battle of yourself within to obtain this energy. So with this, you have to understand Greek mythology. So Ophiuchus represents this Christos, this godlike, this Jesus figure, right? This Christ embodiment, this Christ-like consciousness, this Christ energy. And you have to understand the stars and ancient Greek mythology who made up these stories. With this, it's not Ophiuchus. That is not his name. His name is Asclepius. And why you don't know this is because of this story. So Asclepius was the son of Apollo, right? The god of gods, right? And then so Asclepius was known as the great healer. He traveled doing many works. He became a better healer than Apollo, a better healer than Chiron, and he was revered. He even went as far as raising someone from the dead. Sounds a lot like Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead, right? So because of this, the underworld grew angry. This is the story of Anubis and Set, and then you have this underworld. It could be Pluto. Well, in this one, it's Hades, right? It's ancient Greek. Became upset because the underworld was deprived a soul, right? So Zeus killed Asclepius, and for this reason, Apollo then placed him in the stars in the heavens, right? And which later on he then goes to go to the King of Kings, Heaven of Heavens afterwards. But this is the story. It is the same as Jesus. Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. Jesus is crucified. And then God raises Jesus back to heaven. It is the exact same story. Okay? This is why this symbol for Ophiuchus or Ophiuchus, however you want to call it, is a U with a sine wave. Because the 13th sign is you, me, them, they. Anyone with a soul is a 13th sign, you. That sine wave is you. You are the sine wave. You came to earth as a feathered serpent. What is a feathered serpent? What is this? It's the sine wave. It's the rainbow serpent. That is us. We are light beings. Light, the rainbow light spectrum, the electromagnetic spectrum, that is us. So when you come to earth, soul and spirit, riding a rainbow light wave. That is the sine wave. We are the feathered serpent. We are Ophiuchus. We are Jesus. And this is all symbolic representation for you to understand this energy is real. That this realm is not all matrix and made up BS. And this is why they changed all the stories. So let me just tell you, it only works balanced, and if you see my videos, everything is balanced. Every single thing in this universe is balanced. A 13th sign takes away that balance.